Core class has been great, from Ironhide and Optimus and even Soundwave. We've been given some great molds. No, not you, Hot Rod. And in almost every new core class mold, they've even been better than some of the Voyager counterparts, which is surprising. Like the Transformers Legacy Shockwave. Starting out in ship mode, he looks fantastic. He looks as if you took the Siege toy and shrunk it down to a small size, because they've managed to capture so much of the details of the Siege figure, which I love. Like, you've got the front area, which looks almost like the Siege figure, except for the fact that this one's got a giant hole in it. Down to the wings on the side and the cockpit, command deck center. The command deck looks a bit weird, but that's because it hasn't got the yellow spot that the Siege one had. I think it could have used some of that, a little paint just there to emulate the light piping that the Siege one had on the command deck area, but otherwise it's completely fine. The only issue I have with this figure is the fact that the back of him looks a little ugly, and that's just due to the fact that they can't hide the fists away. Which you can deal with, all you gotta do is unpeg them and move them to the side, but honestly, it's not that much of an issue. It's something that you can easily look past, but I do get it does look ugly, which is a fair assessment, but honestly, you can just ignore it. It's not that much of an issue, and if it is, you can just move them out of the way. One of my favorite things Shockwave does do in this form is this peg at the back. Because if you remember, back to G1, Shockwave turned into a space gun thing. Now, Hasbro won't make gun toys anymore. They just won't. It doesn't fly with the law, even though Shockwave is a space gun so they can get away with it. But if you look at this peg at the back, you can flip it down. And if you remember, Bruticus actually wielded Shockwave in his episode, so you can flip this down and give him to combiners and stuff. Now, I don't have a Bruticus to show off with, but I've got Menasor, so that's just gonna have to do. Shockwave looks so good in spaceship mode that I just had to take some pictures, so here they are. Transformation on Shockwave is quite easy, where it's just really unfolding him. My only annoying part is the fact that my legs tab together a bit too hard, but I think that's just an issue of mine, hopefully. And my waist doesn't peg in, or the back, but I've seen that a lot more, so I don't know what's wrong with it. But otherwise, it's a really fun and easy transformation. Here we are in robot mode, and wow, I'm amazed at how well they managed to capture all this detail on a small scale. I love how much it captures every part of Greebling that the Siege figure had, and the fact that they got it so small is just amazing. And I love how much paint we've gotten here, because everything that isn't purple is painted. Like the thighs, that's all painted silver, all the leg details and the chest, that is all painted. Now, it's only missing one bit of paint, which is weird, and that's his gun hand. Normally that's painted the same, like a silver or a lightish pink color. So it's a little weird with it not being painted, but it's fine. I just love how much it captures the essence of the Siege figure without it being over-designed or bulky or stuff. One of the issues I do have with Shockwave is the fact that he's got no heels, which means it makes it hard for him to stand. Which, I get it, he needs to transform, but you could have at least given him some form of leg support. Because if I just stand him down normally, he's gonna fall over no matter what, and it's really annoying. but I can try and work around it to get him to stand, but otherwise it's really annoying to do. My second issue is something I've noticed with almost every core class figure I've gotten. That's the fact that the head is hollow. Now, I get it, it's for budget reasons, but like, on Shockwave, I don't think it's deserved. He's kind of the scientist, he kind of needs a brain. But it's something I can look past, so I'm just gonna have to do it, as much as it does annoy me. Posability on Shockwave is actually quite nice. He has a swivel at the head that can do a fake down if you use the transformation joint, which is most likely going to happen since they don't really plug in. The arms can go forward and back and even all the way up, as they're on a double hinge due to the fact that he transforms that way. His elbows are ball jointed, allowing for swivel and about 90 at the elbow. No waist swivel, but the crotch can fold in, which is fine, I guess. The legs are unimpeded in every direction. Shockwave can only bend 90 unless you use the transformation hinge, which can give him all the bend, but that's only using transformation hinge, so normally 90 transformation hinge all the way. So he's got some nice posability. Shockwave only comes with one accessory, and that's this radar dish thing, which is fine. See, Shockwave is one of those characters that you don't really need an accessory with because, well, he is an accessory. But I'm happy we got one, even if it's a bit weird. Like, it comes with a pane of red that isn't seen on anywhere on this figure, which is weird. But I'm happy that he came with one. It's just weird on a Shockwave because he doesn't normally come with them. And hey, at least we got a unique one instead of an accessory for another figure, Hot Rod. Shockwave looks so good that I just had to take some pictures, so here they are. This has been the review for the Transformers Legacy Core Class Shockwave. Tell me, what do you think of this figure? Do you like him, or did you not end up getting him at all? Personally, I think he's worth getting it. I mean, down here in Australia, there's about $20 for him, which I actually think is worth that money. I know it's a little much, but he's actually worth the price, so I think he's worth getting, but tell me if you think he is. Thanks for watching.